Morning, everyone, and welcome to our online Sunday service. It's really great to have you with us. I want to open this morning's service by reading from Hebrews 12 in the Passion Translation. And it says this: As for us, we have all of these great witnesses who encircle us like clouds. So we must let go of every wound that has pierced us and the sin we so easily fall into. Then we will be able to run life's marathon race with passion and determination, for the path has already been marked out before us. We look away from the natural realm and we fasten our gaze onto Jesus, who birthed faith within us and who leads us forward into faith's perfection. His example is this: because his heart was focused on the joy of knowing that you would be his, he endured the agony of the cross and conquered its humiliation, and now sits exalted at the right hand of the throne of God. So consider carefully how Jesus faced such intense opposition from sinners who opposed their own souls, so that you won't become worn down and cave in under life's pressures. I don't know about you, but this scripture just seems really quite relevant to me for the season that we're in. And it's as we look away from the natural realm and we fasten our gaze onto Jesus that we receive strength to run life's marathon race with passion and determination. So let's worship this morning. And as we do so, let's expect Jesus to come and to strengthen us and encourage us to continue running the race that he has set before us. Let's worship.
How do I say thank you, Lord, for the way that you love and the way that you come, for all that you've done, all that you'll do. My heart pours out thank you, and you don't have to come, but you always do. Show up in splendor, and you change the whole room, and you don't have to come, but you always do. You show up in splendor, you change the whole room, and how do I say thank you, Lord, and for the life that you gave, cross that you bore, and for the love you poured out to ransom my soul. Oh, my heart pours out this thankful soul. you always do. You show up in splendor, and you change the whole room. You don't have to come, but you always do. You show up in splendor, and you change the whole room. 'Cause you walk through all of my walls. You conquered my shame, stepped into my past, filled my world with grace. You didn't have to come, but you wanted to, Lord. You walk through all of my walls. God, you conquered my shame, stepped into my past, and filled my world with grace. You didn't have to come, but you wanted to, yeah. And you don't have to come, but you always do. You show up in splendor, you change the whole room. You don't have to come, but you always do. You show up in splendor, you change the whole room. Great your faithfulness, oh God my Father, oh God my friend. Your love, it never fades, and so I'll love you until the end. When shadows fall, you never change. From age to age, you never change. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. Through the years, you've always been there. Great is your love for us, your love for us. Through the years, you'll always be there. So great your kindness, God. You are our shelter, our dwelling place. Your presence like a fire, hope for tomorrow, and strength for today. When shadows fall, you never change. From age to age, you never change. Oh, great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. Through the years, you've always been there. shadows fall, you never change. From age to age, you never change. When shadows fall, you never change. From age to age, you never change. When shadows fall, you never change. This our confidence from age to age. God, you never change. When shadows fall, and when shadows fall, you never change. No, you don't. From age to age, you stay the same. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. Through the years, you've always been there. Great is your love for us, your love for us. Through the years, you'll always be there. Shadows fall, when shadows fall, you never change. From age to age, you never change. When shadows fall, you never change. From age to age, you never change. Oh, praise the name of the Lord our God. Oh, praise his name forevermore. And for endless days we will sing your praise. Oh Lord our God. Oh, praise the name of the Lord our God. Oh, praise his name forevermore. And for endless days we will sing your praise. Oh Lord, oh, praise the name. And oh, praise the name of the Lord our God. Oh, praise his name forevermore. And for endless days we will sing your praise. Oh Lord our God, for endless days. And for endless days we will sing your praise. Oh Lord, just our voices. And for endless days we will sing your praise. Oh Lord our God. When the music fades and all is stripped away, and I simply come, longing just to bring something that's of worth, that will bless your heart. a song in itself is not what you have required. You search much deeper within, through the way things appear. You're looking into my heart. I'm coming back to the heart of worship, and it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I've made it, when it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. Given this worth, no one could express how much you deserve. The one we can pour, all I have is yours. Every single breath, I'll bring you more. I'll bring you more than a song. For a song in itself is not what you have required. You search much deeper within, through the way things appear. You're looking into my heart. So I'm coming back to the heart of worship, and it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I made it, when it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm coming back to the heart of worship, and it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I've made it, when it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. We're coming back to what really matters. I'll bring you more. I'll bring you more than a song. For a song in itself is not what you have required. You search much deeper within, through the way things appear. You're looking into my heart. I'm coming back to the heart of worship, Lord, and it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I made it, when it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. looking for more than just my song, more than just the words on my tongue. Oh, you're looking for a surrendered heart. You're looking for all I have to bring. So I give it all to you now, Father, holding nothing back. More than just the songs I sing, you can have my every breath. You can have it all, Lord. Every part of my world. And take this life and breathe on. And this heart that is now yours, you can have it all. You can have it all, Lord. Every part of my world. And take this life and breathe on. This heart that is now yours. Oh, take this life. Take this life and breathe on. This heart that is now yours. Would you take this life and take this life and breathe on. This heart that is now yours.
Good morning. So this morning I want to be talking about doors and keys as we follow the Jesus way. I'm reading from Revelation chapter 3. These are the solemn words of the Holy One, the true one, he who has the key of David, who opens and no one shuts, who shuts and no one opens. I know your works. I see all that you are doing, the good things, the faithful things, not just the failures and sin. I have set before you a wide open door, which no one can shut. I know you have little power, yet you have kept my word and guarded my message, and have not denied or renounced my name. Hold fast to what you have, so that no one takes your crown. This is the letter to the Church of Philadelphia, and that name means brotherly love. This church was not big, it was not strong, but what it had going for it was love for God and love for one another. And because of love, they were able to be strong in adversity and remain faithful. This church was experiencing strong external pressures, and the city itself had been severely damaged by an earthquake several years earlier. So when Jesus came with comforting words, bringing a sense of security, they would have been greatly strengthened. But for me, there's something here that I want in this passage. Jesus says, if you have ears, then listen well. Take notice and respond to what I am about to reveal. He has placed in front of us a door of opportunity that is wide open for us as individuals and as a body. There is a wide open door that no man or demon can close. I've been thinking quite a lot about doors, double doors, sliding doors, revolving doors, two-way doors. Doors can be made of cloth. They can be made of glass so that you can see into where you want to go. They can be made of wood, or they can be made of reinforced steel so that forced entry is extremely difficult, if not impossible. Doors can be ornate and beautiful, but essentially doors are functional. They allow entrance or exit. They allow access to a path, to ways or spaces, to houses or rooms, to places of commerce and work, places that give us remuneration to enable us to live. They give us access to places of leisure and enjoyment, access to people and hearts. Doors provide access to a doorway or portal. Doors provide protection to those within, and sometimes to those without, when entry is a doorway to danger, threat, or violence. No one would be too relaxed around a lion's den if the door was open, however friendly the lion looked. In this passage, Jesus declares himself, he who is holy. Jesus is fully man and fully God. As God, Jesus is transcendent, wholly other than, infinitely superior. Jesus is man, and he's fully holy as man, fully set apart for God. Jesus was tempted in every way like us, yet without sin. Jesus, fully God, fully man, is worthy of all our love and devotion, no matter what the cost. He is truly the fairest of 10,000. No one compares to him. Jesus says, he is who is true. Jesus is the truth. He is the definition of truth. Every other truth has to be measured against him, who is the origin of all things. All his promises are yes and amen, because he has both the power and the authority to fill all of them. And then this passage says, he has the key of David. Jesus is the Son of David, who will sit on the throne for all eternity. This passage is referring or links to Isaiah 22, which talks about a man called Shebna who worked in the government of King Hezekiah. And Shebna, along with a lot of people from God's people, Israel, were not that impressed by what Isaiah had been saying. Isaiah had been talking about a disaster coming upon the people. And some people's response to that was, I'll eat and drink and be extravagant before it all happens, instead of seeking God and repenting. Shebna was busy making agreements with foreign nations that weren't in God's plan and planning a huge, ostentatious sepulchre that he at least would be remembered as a great and successful person. He had no thought for God's plans, God's people, and he did nothing to care for them. He was full of self-interest and pride. And God says, Shebna, you will be removed from your position. Humility is what impresses me. Humility is a magnet for my glory. I'm going to replace you with Eliakim, who will serve my people, not himself. He will be a firm nail that many vessels can be supported on. The vessels could be gold or silver or wood or clay. They were symbols of all kinds of people supported and facilitated by Eliakim. a faithful servant to the nation. Eliakim was a type or picture or forerunner of Jesus the Messiah. Matthew 16:19 shows us Jesus not only as one who has a key, but the keys to the kingdom. He has all authority in heaven and on earth. He opens doors that no man or demon can close, and he shuts doors that no man or demon can open. No person can thwart God's purpose for your life or mine. Saul came against David, but God's plan prevailed, and the opposition that David faced was all part of making him ready to be king. Nothing was wasted. Satan seeks to shut doors of opportunity. He tries to hinder God's purposes, but he is defeated. Sometimes the enemy tries to open doors to danger that release evil, and sometimes we try to access things and places that would do us harm or limit effectiveness in the kingdom. Sometimes the things themselves are good or at least harmless, but it is our motives which render them dangerous. Sometimes it is simply timing. God in his kindness will shut doors to keep us from disaster. Jesus opens doors of revelation of himself. Jesus opens the doors to release angelic activity. Jesus opens the door for us to speak his word. Jesus opens the prison doors. And Jesus opens the doors to his end-time purposes by opening the scroll. Jesus has the key to the door of death and Hades, and to the bottomless pit. Jesus is mighty, beautiful, kind, and full of mercy. He opens doors of opportunity, and he closes doors to protect us from those that would harm us, and sometimes our own foolishness or immaturity. We need to inquire of the Lord about the doors in our life, those we should go through, and those that we should avoid and stop pushing against. And there are even some that we should flee from. But there is yet another door that Jesus mentions. In Revelation 3 and verse 20, Jesus says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If you hear my voice and open the door, I will come in and eat with you, and you will eat with me." We frequently use this verse as an invitation to those who do not yet know Jesus, and the invitation is for all those who will open their heart. However, in the context, Jesus is talking to believers. Jesus is saying, open up all your doors and windows too. Let me come in and fellowship at the deepest level of your being. I don't just want servants, but lovers. I am a bridegroom God who is looking for deep, undivided covenant commitment. Jesus desires wholehearted voluntary love. In the Song of Songs, the bridegroom comes and knocks on the door. The latch is dripping with myrrh. The question is, will we love only in the springtime when the birds are singing? Or will we be willing to share in his suffering and sacrifice? The Church of Philadelphia was willing to suffer and sacrifice in the face of harsh opposition. The Church of Laodicea thought they were fine because of their numbers, their financial status, but Jesus' view was completely different. He said they were missing the essentials. Jesus says the first and great commandment is to love him first, and out of that love to love others like he loves them. His big question of all of us will be, how well did we love? Jesus has the keys to everything worth having, and he shuts the doors on other things to protect us. Will we trust him for the path of life he has prepared for us? His motive is pure love. Will we open up the one door that he will not force open and give him unrestricted, unlimited access? Will we love him and let him love us, and let that river overflow to transform everything around us?
We've seen what you can do, oh God of wonders. Your power has no end. The things you've done before, in greater measure, you will do again. 'Cause there's no prison, or you can break through, no mountain you can move. All things are possible. There's no broken body you can raise, no soul that you can save. All things are possible. The darkest night, you can light it up. You can light it up. Oh God of revival, and let hope arise. Death is overcome, and you've already won. Oh God of revival, rose in victory, and now you're seated forever on your throne. So why should my heart fear on what you've defeated? I will trust in you alone. 'Cause there's no prison, or you can't break through, no mountain you can move. All things are possible. And there's no broken body you can raise, no soul that you can save. All things are possible. The darkest night, and you can light it up. You can light it up. Oh God of revival, and let hope rise. And death is overcome, and you've already won. Oh God of revival, oh the darkest night, you can light it up. You can light it up. Oh God of revival, and let hope arise. Death is overcome, and you've already won. And God of revival, come awaken your people, come awaken this city. Oh God of revival, pour it out, pour it out. Every stronghold will crumble. I hear the chains hit the ground. God of revival, pour it out, pour it out. Come awaken your people, come awaken this city. God of revival, pour it out, pour it out. Every stronghold will crumble. I hear the chains hit the ground. God of revival, pour it out. 'Cause there's no prison wall you can't break through, no mountain you can move. All things are possible, and there's no broken body you can raise, no soul that you can save. All things are possible. The darkest night, you can light it up. You can light it up. God of revival, let hope arise. Death is overcome. You've already won. God of revival, oh, the darkest night, you can light it up. You can light it up. 'Cause you're the God of revival, and let hope arise. Death is overcome, and you've already won. God of revival.